Hey YouTube, long time seller here. It's Sunday morning and I made a thrift run because I needed more product. The reason I need more product is I increased my listings 10 more a day. I've added 10 more listings a day. I now send 40 listings a day live, 280 listings a week. That's, let me do the math real quick. 3, 6, 12, say 1,100 listings, right at 1,100 listings a month live. So that puts me at about 13,000 items, new items a year. So anyway, and probably by the end of the year, I'm going to go up to 50 a day. But right now, I just went from 30 to 40 and it'll be 50 next. But anyway, it's Veterans Day weekend. Congrats to all you veterans. Old Man of Kayak, our longtime seller, is a veteran as well. But anyway, today's Sunday. I went to a thrift store and I went to an estate sale and picked up some items. Tomorrow, Monday, one of the thrift stores I go to has half off tags. And a new thrift store I found has half off everything Veterans Day, which is Tuesday. The other one has half off all day till Tuesday also. But what I'm going to do, because they're 50 miles apart, I'm in the middle. And I don't want to do that much traveling. But anyway, I'm going to hit the one half off tag sale Monday, and then I'll go hit the other one Tuesday half off. So hopefully I should have all my items ready to list for a week, okay? Now, first thing I got was this UMKC. This is University of Midwest. Oh, I forgot. It's two states. It's two states. Is it Missouri and Kentucky or something like that? I'll have to look it back up again. I apologize. All right, I picked up a Tommy Bahama Polo. This is the Island Zone, and the reason I picked it up is because it's the lightweight microfiber, and it's got a nice little floral pattern on here, and this would be a nice little golf polo. Next one I picked up here, and let me tell you something, I left a lot on the rack there because there was a lot of stuff with logos and company logos that I know nobody's going to buy between now and Tuesday. I'll go in there on Tuesday and I'll bang them up for half off. And that's what my purpose was today when I went. I needed inventory, and I was also doing a little scouting trip too to kind of see what was on the shelves. And I got a bunch of stuff picked out. But okay, this one here, this is like a plain Jane polo. It's the like the polyester microfiber, but the brand is Red Cap. There were two of these. I have not sold a Red Cap polo. I sell a lot of their work uniforms. Their uniforms are very popular with mechanics, and you can usually pick them up cheap, and they sell at a decent price. So, this is a Polo Golf polo here, and it has a Lexus logo on there. Whenever I find one with an automotive logo, whether it's Toyota, Honda, Lexus, Cadillac, Chevy, anything like this, those sell really, really well for me. They sell quick. And that being a Ralph Lauren on top of it should put the price up there. I'm going to think around $25. Now, here's another polo. I have not sold these polos before. I've sold a lot of their pants and a couple of their jackets. And the brand is Mountain Hardware. And normally what they do is they make these like these outdoor shirts, similar to this, and hiking shirts and the hiking pants and jackets and stuff. But this is the first polo I picked up. Got the logo on the sleeve, and I got as a curious to see if it moves as well as the other product. But all right, this is a cricket team polo here. I don't know anything about polo, so I can't tell you, or cricket, I can't tell you who that player is, but I pick up anything sports related that's on sale, and that was on sale. Now this brand here, this is Tech Gear. All right, and it's not a super great brand or anything, but it was cheap. This was half off this is one of their half off sales, or might have been 75% off. They had some colored tag sales, but it's got like the little beer mug and golf deals. So it's a pretty cool little golf polo there. And since I picked it up for like $2, I should be able to sell that for 15 to 20 bucks. All right, this brand here, this was a Prairie Mountain. Oh, yeah, I got this one here because this was on sale also. This was, it was originally $4.99, but it was 75% off. So that's why I grabbed it. And got a nice embroidered Alaska with an eagle on there. This is Wells Fargo here. This is Wells Fargo Bank. This is like a sweater, a polo sweater, and this is for like their employees. And I've sold several Wells Fargo and other bank clothing items over the years, and I'm sure that will move just fine. What do we have here? Oh, here we go. Here's a new brand for me. Might be a new brand, might be an old brand for you, but there were good comps on it, like no other. Now, if it had been a plain one, I don't know if I would have picked it up, but because it has a nice pattern and design, and when I looked up comps, I saw one exactly like this sold for like 26 bucks more shipping. Here's another brand I had to look up, and this is the, and excuse me if I butcher this one because I don't know the name, but it's Nelos. This is like weightlifters and gym people clothing, and what this is, they sell a lot of tank tops and stuff, and this is a hoodie tank top. So I think it's got an added feature, and I looked up comps on it, and they weren't too bad at all. This is another cricket shirt, another one from Manish 07. All right, here's another shirt I picked up. This is a lightweight fishing shirt. I've sold these brands before. This is FinTech, and it's the lightweight microfiber. Got the vented logo on the pocket and all that. All right, this is an Antigua, but it was new with tags. It was on sale, and this was the 43rd Southwest Albuquerque National Annual Tournament here. So brand new with tags, so I picked that up. Smaller market, but it was on sale and it was new with tags, so I grabbed it. Oh, here's another one. This one is USA Cricket. So we'll see how this does. Now, here's a brand I always pick up when I get them, and I can never find my size. I'm telling you, every time I find them, they're too big for me. And I wear a lot of fishing shirts because I do a lot of fishing. But anyway, and the brand is Huck. Huck is a good seller. This is a lightweight, vented, short sleeve shirt here. Got good sell-through rates on those. Here's another polo here, and this is University of Wisconsin Badgers. Got the logo on there. What was this one? This one was Kansas. University of Kansas, I believe. There's two colleges in Kansas, Kansas State and University of Kansas. I think that one's University. I get them mixed up. It may be K-State. That one might be K-State. Now, here's another one I picked up, and I had to look this up. I found a whole bunch of these shirts there, and I'm going to see how this one does and what actual real comps are. And it's a company logo, and it's EJP, Team 8 EJP. But this was a brand new with tags. It's the UPF. The brand is Volution, and Volution does a lot of the military groups that buy clothing, the logo clothing and sell logo clothing, like the Flag of Honor. They sell this. Their logo is on this brand here, and it's been a strong sell for me. And that was new with tags. Now that was everything I picked up at the thrift store. I was at the estate sale, and I picked up a long sleeve Arkansas Razorback, long sleeve button down, and it was half off at the estate sale. So that shirt was like $2.50, and this is a PGA Tour sleeveless wind shirt, and this is the senior tour logo, and I got this one. This was half off, and it was $5 as well. There was a couple other things. Oh yeah. I had already set these down. I launder all my hats, but anyway, I got a Arkansas Cowboys. This is a Arkansas State. No, it might be. It's a smaller college in Arkansas, but you can see it was 50 cents. Here's another one here. You see this logo? This branded gear right here for the Masters, and make sure it's branded. All right. Don't get, there are some off brands. I found a shirt had Masters logos all over it, and look at the tag, and all it said was large. There was no info other than a little made in China tag down here that was strictly counterfeit. Don't buy counterfeit Masters and try to sell it. They will bang you up for that. But anyway, so this is a Master's hat, and you can see it. They had a $5 price tag, so half off was $2.50. This one here, new with tags, and this was a $2 hat, and this was Senior Tour Championship, PGA. Another hat here. Oh, this is the U.S. Open in 2001. You can see there's $1, so it's a 50-cent hat here, and this is 2001, so that hat's like, what, 24 years old already? And it's in really good shape. It's in really good condition, so I grabbed that. The other thing I grabbed, oh, two more items. This is the Masters from year 2000. This is your golf bag tag. You can put it on your golf bag. So I grabbed that. And then this is a set of cups. And I'm just going to pull one out. There's 8 here. And I got these for $5 for all 8 cups. And, you know, they're USA made, just like plastic cups like you would used to see at Pizza Hut back in the day. But anyway, these have the Arkansas Razorback logo. And there's 8 of them, and they're real good condition. So what I'm probably going to do is pair them up in sets of 2. And I'm going to sell them that way. And I'll do sets of 2, and I'll have a quantity of 5 in case somebody wants all of them. But I have not looked comps on that, but I think because those are lightweight, easy to ship, they'll ship first class. I'll probably do something like maybe two of them for like $12.99 plus $4.99 shipping, and then but also my store will be on a 5% off sale, so that $12.99. Actually, I probably put it at $11.99, so when it's on sale, it comes right underneath $10, and so I should make $6-7 profit off each 2 cups, 5 sets. Do the math there. Is it worth $5? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So, alrighty. Well, that's what I picked up. I got to get back to listing. I got to do my drafts for today. I got a thrift store and draft tomorrow. Thrift store and draft Tuesday. Wednesday, out of town working. Thursday, out of town, but not working, fishing. I got a boat trip planned. A buddy of mine bought a brand new bass boat, and we're heading out to Squaw Creek. I was out there yesterday, fished all day, banged them up. Ooh, I ripped some lips yesterday, and I had some fun. But anyway, we're going to go out and do his new boat. I'm coming back Thursday night. Then Friday morning, I got to get up, hit the thrift store. I may do a bin store run. I don't know. Thrift store. Friday's going to be thrift stores. Friday and Saturday will be thrift stores, garage sales, and estate sales. And let me tell you something about estate sales. And this is what I do. When I go to an estate sale, and first thing I do is I go straight to the closet because I'm a clothing seller, so that's where I head. And it's an underappreciated market in estate sales. Everybody's looking for tools and fishing gear and knickknacks and things like that. And my value is in the closet, okay? So I'll go in there and I'll look at the closet and I'll kind of see what's in there and what is it like. And then a lot of times, if I like what I see, if I see there's a good quantity of good stuff and stuff that I sell, I will go in and find the person that manage or running the estate sale. And I've over the years, I know several people that run estate sales, and several of them I'm on first name basis with, and this all comes from being the nice guy, of going in there and being nice and polite and courteous and striking deals and getting the reputation of buying in bulk. And what I will do is I will go in there, and if I see a closet that I like, I'll go out there and I'll say, hey, so and so, I'll hunt down the manager or the owner of that estate sale company. And like I say, I know a lot of them over the years, and I'll say, hey, man, how much for the whole closet? And you should see their eyes light up, because let me tell you something. The people running an estate sale, they make their money off a percentage of sales, all right? Say if they sell $30,000 worth in the estate sale and they've got a 30% fee, then they're getting 30% of 30,000, okay? Now, anything that's left over that they haven't sold, they have to get rid of, because that's part of the contract, okay? And let me tell you something. If you're running estate sales every week, you can't just take this stuff and you'll be swallowed up with it. Okay. Now they sometimes they will donate and get a receipt and give that to the even if the estate sale people keep it, there's a value receipt given to the family and for tax purposes. But let me tell you something: a family that's already going through all this and has already, I mean, it's a lot of work for the family, and it's in trouble and pain. It's a lot for these seller also. They don't want a bunch of stuff left over. And let me tell you something: clothing is always left over. And when they find somebody that wants to come in and make a deal on everything, I take the good and the bad. That's my deal. I take everything in that closet, every stitch of clothing, every shoe, whatever's in that closet, I take on a negotiated price. It helps for several reasons. That's less things that person running the estate sale has to get rid of at the end of the day, at the end of the sale. All right. It clears a whole closet out that they don't have to touch. It's done. It's all gone. It's out of the hair. There's money in the bank, in the till. And then it helps me because now I just bought a whole closet for a negotiated price, and most of the time my negotiated price is under $500. It depends on the closet, depends on what's in there, and I sit down with the estate sale person and we negotiate a deal, and I already have a price in my head before I start negotiating because I want my profit level. I'm buying a closet and I'm going to buy a bulk, and I'm going to have to throw away and donate a bunch of stuff at the end once I get my stuff out. I have to take that into account, and so I already have a money value, and I want 4 to 5 times return on a closet. So if I buy a closet for $500, I better have $2,500 worth of sellable items in there, and that's how you can get bulk inventory at a good price. And let me tell you something: estate sale people, they want people like that will come in and take this stuff off their hands. You would be surprised at how well it works. And if you're smaller and you don't have the cash to go in there and negotiate $500 closets, if you go in there on the last day of the sale and a lot of the stuff is gone, but there's still some value hanging in there, you can negotiate on a smaller closet for a smaller price. And I went to one, I remember, and it had some of the most awesome clothing, and it was an upscale neighborhood, but there was a lot of, it was branded clothing though, and it was like the golf polos and sports teams and stuff, and it didn't sell. And it's the last day; they had everything half off, right? And I went in there and negotiated a price, and I got a whole closet for $50, and their body been $1,200, maybe $1,500 worth of clothing in that closet for $50. So you can negotiate, and if you want all the stuff, go on the first day when it opens and negotiate a deal. You're going to pay more, or go in there at the last day and negotiate and get less but pay less, or do some variation in the middle. So anyway, that's just a little tip for you sellers out there. It's a way you can get bulk inventory without breaking the bank and having to go down there and select pieces. Now, granted, there's a little work on the backside for you because you've got to haul off that stuff, and then you've got to go through it, and then you've got to either toss or donate the rest. And a lot of times what I'll do is, if there's a charity around, there's a battered women's place we donate clothing to, and a couple other places we'll donate clothing. We'll do that. And if it's not real good, I will just give it to those bins where you can say it says recycle. And I'm fixing to do a video on that, how that business works. That's coming up next. But anyway, negotiate these deals. That's how you get stuff in bulk at a good price. All right. Hey, long time seller out of here. I got to get back to work.